This is my brother's new 1993 Mazda Miata. It needs cleaned up a little bit. Soft top needs replaced. Lots of little things here and there. This, you would not believe, only 48,000 miles on the clock. I pulled out this vent and all the other 3 eyeball vents up top was this giant mouse nest that was sitting right there. This car deserves a lot better, so that's why we picked it up. What we want to do is we want to keep this particular car on the road. I'm planning on taking the top off, seats out, some of the carpet out, and really doing deep cleaning here. You see down here we have some mold or mildew. I'm a little nervous to take off the seat and check how far that goes. We have a little bit more of that on the opposite corner, up on the carpet. All right, as you can see, we have the seats taken out of this 93 Miata. So obviously the next step will be to clean out these carpets as best we can. I'm working on taking this rear carpet out because we're going to replace this soft top, and also I don't know if you can see this, but over here there's a bunch of mold. Just got all the clips out from the carpet, so I'm going to pull that out. That would be the first step that you would want to do toward getting this soft top out. So do this. You can see all back here. Hopefully you can see it, but we got all these nuts running along there. Those will need to be removed to pull out that rain rail, which is attached to the soft top. But I'm going to try to get this outside without spilling too much of it all over the garage and the car. It's pretty gross. All right, and you can see here, this is the mold and mildew that I'm worried about. This is what I'm left with in here. I guess I could pull this part of the carpet out too and give it the same treatment. I'm gonna try some vinegar and water, see if I can kill the mold with that. I read that works pretty well. If that doesn't work, I might try salt water, and then we'll get more aggressive with time, go from there. But that's the plan. All right, I just got the soft top out here. I've wiped down just about every surface I could think of. Everything from the area behind the seat belts all the way through the doors and the dash. Just about everything. Up next, I made this vinegar solution to try to get the mold out of a few of these places. Ideally, it won't come back at all. Let me pop in this air filter. Takes about 2 seconds. I already have the screws undone, so I'll just slide it in, and wha-bam. Alright, it's about 8 o'clock p.m. I haven't done a whole lot today. I just finished up cleaning off this mat, spraying it down, trying to kill off all the mildew. That one's done as well. So my goal for tonight before 9 o'clock when AutoZone closes is to check the radio fuse and figure out if the radio is going to operate at all. This is the cover for the fuse box, and I'll show you the actual fuses in a second. This particular fuse, it's the 10 amp room fuse. I believe that could be the number one place that we should start in order to figure out whether or not this radio actually works. 10 ampere right in there. Okay. So my brother was joking that the reason that they wanted to pull that fuse could have been that it makes some sort of awful noise. There's a buzzer. The buzzer's just for the doors being open. Let's do FM. Let's do the station that I know exists. How do we search or seek? There, that's one. Volume. Hey, would you look at that? It sounds bad, but that is mega progress. Hey,
not only do we have music through the door speakers, went around and tested the headrest speakers. I don't know if you can hear that, but I'm super stoked. Let me turn that off. Oh, it's a little harder from outside the vehicle because I have to reach around, make sure the key is depressed and pull it out. But we have music coming through the doors and through the headrest speakers. There are just a million 2-second projects with this car that are really encouraging to complete.
One of the issues that I think would be good for me to look at this morning is the issue of this window not going down the whole way. It goes down to there and then it stops. This is actually 2 different pieces, but I don't mind pulling them off at the same time. And it really was that easy. I have to kind of throw this back on. But if I hold that out of the way, look at that. See, I'm telling you, some of these problems are super common. So since there were millions of Miatas made throughout the generations, everybody is making videos like I am, showing people how to fix these things. So all we have to do is pull this. I'll probably peel this back a little to get access this stuff, but there's the actual window stopper, which you can see this little metal bracket, and then there's the rubber bit actually affixed to the glass on the window. That stopper is running into this cable, so the cable has a little clip in there. We need to pull the stopper off so we can get the cable back into the clip. But as soon as that cable's in that clip, the window's gonna work. I know this kind of looks bad back there, but I promise you, it is all very secure. Got it. Oh, super sturdy. I can't even move that at all. There were 2 issues with the battery. One, it wasn't sturdy in place like this. They had a couple things in the trunk that they were just trying to keep that all in place with. The reason that it was not in place is because this battery is larger than the original battery that was in the Miata. That has some positives, but the negative is it was bouncing around back there, and I assume that is where this little dent came from that protrudes out. The other issue with the battery was the positive terminal, I believe it was, not this one, but the other one. That terminal bounced off while I was driving home, and it caused the car not to start back up. The terminal was actually flipped upside down, and then it wasn't actually gripping onto the surface well enough. So I fixed that, and now it's all good. We got this light. I found one on eBay for like $12 or $13. It just came in the mail, so we got that. I have the radio, and I apologize if you still hear the door buzzer, but I've got this. This is a cassette tape, which is actually an adapter, so you can use your phone for music. And I'm gonna try this out, see if this works. All right, I got a very exciting package in the mail today. This is the new soft top for the 93 Miata that we're working on. My intention was to have this top already off before that top arrived, but that arrived 2 days early. Aha! There you go. Goodbye. Take this right to the dumpster. Probably look crazy walking out here with my helmet on for no reason. I don't respect this thing as much as I probably should, because it did a lot to keep the rain out over the years, but it is long past gone. Goodbye. I'm done with it. Ready for installation. All right, just a quick update here. We have the top on the car, obviously not bolted in the back yet, and then I'm gonna have to work on putting everything back together on the inside. I did get the rain rail and the back end of the
soft top bolted in. There's a little dip right here, and I'm not sure exactly what the cause of that would be. Another quick little thing that I want to do is make sure that the drains are not clogged where the water runs off of the roof. So in these Miatas, you can imagine if it's raining, water might come down this way, and it should, if this all works properly, come into the rain rail, come over to here, and then on the inside, and I might need a flashlight or something to show you this. So hopefully you can see that down there. There is a drain that goes straight from there down to underneath the car, and they have that on both sides. This can often get clogged, and when there's water buildup there, that'll contribute to mold and mildew. So I am going to reshape a coat hanger and attempt to unclog that. Get some of it out. Let's see if I can get this to work the other direction again. All right, I checked the rain rail here. I tightened down the bolts, and I still have that little kind of reverse bubble going on. So I'm not sure exactly what's going on with that. But I was able to reinstall the door trim and the carpets in the back. I'm gonna quickly uninstall these old speakers, reinstall the new ones. All right, here's the new speaker. I did test, and I made sure that the little panel will fit back on there. Oh, okay. So, yeah, that's not the speaker. We just have a weather advisory or something. I don't know what's going on. Maybe it's an Amber Alert.
Urgent weather message.
Oh, weather?
The National Weather Service in Pittsburgh has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for northern Carroll County in east central Ohio, southwestern Columbiana County and east
Well, hey,
central Ohio.
on the bright side, that is, I don't think that's copyrighted. I feel like these floor mats just really need a thorough cleaning.
And then it says spray directly on the surface, and then let it sit there for a minute. Alright, here are the results so far for the carpet cleaner. I think there's still a couple of tiny spots that I'm going to go over just a little bit more. But overall, it seems like it's doing a really good job. I'm going to vacuum these out and then put them in the car. There are a few other spots that I was planning on using the carpet cleaner with, especially the seats. But other than that, that's that. Alright, so I just finished up with the carpet cleaning of the floor mats and the seats, and then I used this interior detailing spray to clean down the rest of the surfaces again. Door cards and everything, steering wheel and the dash. I did get these two files. When I put this new door bushing in here, it does make everything firm. However, makes it real hard to open the door back up. When I looked at the stock bushing from this door, there was a big portion rubbed off on the bottom here from catching in this. So I think I'm going to take these files and work on reshaping the corner of this. Anyway, I'm going to get to work with that, and I'll let you know how it goes. Alright, I did some filing, and I think that did the trick. So now, close the door. Easy peasy, opens right back up. I do finally want to wash this car.
all this dirt that's coming up as I'm doing this. So obviously, after I clay bar the car, I'm gonna have to go back through, wash it again. So anyway, back to work. So we're making good progress. I've used the clay bar on the front and the passenger side of the car so far, as well as the hood and the arch by the front window, the windshield. I'm going to finish up on this side and the back, and then there are a few little spots that I think I missed, so I'll go back through and get those. But the car's looking way better already. Up next, we're going to pull it in, fix a few of these little spots here and there I need to apply new paint to. After that, it'll be ready for a coat of wax, and then I'll lift it up, fix up the wheels, get them all cleaned up, make sure it's not leaking, and then that'll pretty much be everything that I wanted to get done with this 93 Miata. After that, I'll start getting my 91 ready for the car show.
Let's see. Yep, that'll dry up pretty well. I'm a little nervous about this part, but I'm sure it'll be okay. Alright, it's the next morning now, and I'm excited to get started with waxing the car. Alright, I've waxed up the whole car here. I've waited like 20 to 30 minutes since I started, but most of that time was while I was still working on other parts. So I'm going to go back through and wipe down the areas that I started with and work my way pretty much from the front to the back and get rid of all this wax before it hardens. Alright, while I wait for my second coat of wax to do its stuff in the back of the car, I went to take these lug nuts off. They have little covers that I popped off. It's easier to loosen the lug nuts before you lift up the car, but you can see one lug nut on each wheel has this security lock, and I don't have the correct lug or socket type to remove that. So I'm going to have to clean these wheels without pulling them off the car, which is a little bit disappointing. It'll be a little tougher to get in there and get all of it out. So the result of that would be the wheels will get dirty a little quicker. But there's not really a whole lot that I can do about that at the moment. Oh my goodness, look at that. See, yeah, that's going to clean up nice, but right now, yeah, the front wheels are just pretty disgusting. See how much is just oozing off of that? The before and after for the wheels is going to be pretty intense. Alright, the wheels are looking a lot better. It is starting to rain a little bit, so I'm going to pull the car back in here. But I just wanted to put it in the light and show you guys the major difference from the beginning of this series. I'm excited to get this car to the car show. The only thing I could think of doing at this point would be a little tire shine. But I do need to start working on the 91, get that car ready for the car show as well. But hopefully you guys enjoyed the series. If you did, put a little thumbs up, share it with anyone that you think would enjoy it. I've really enjoyed making these videos, so the more encouragement I get, the more likely I am to do this sort of thing in the future.